Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The time has come. The NFC is run by one division, and that's the NFC East. And thus, we have to look across the sidelines in this NFC Championship game, and we got to see those Philadelphia Eagles. Without further ado, I got to bring in my guy. This guy I work with, I've talked to him for several years. He's seen the pain in my eyes. But now, he's about to see some joy. Because what we about to do, well, I'm going to let him talk about that. My dude, Chris White.
What's up, baby? How y'all doing?
How we doing, baby?
Hey,
welcome.
I'm ready to get to the Super Bowl, man. That's what it's all about. I hear y'all. I'm in the background. I'm listening to y'all crying, and then with y'all, y'all worrying about what we gonna do to beat y'all. I get it. I get it.
Are you flashing back to years past when you went to the Super Bowl? Because I don't.
No. We about to go this year. We going this year.
You heard
2
what
or
happened
3
with
years.
Detroit's,
We going this year.
Did you hear what happened with Detroit's the little radio guy? He said they were going to the Super Bowl. And now your boy Seth Jordan want to say that
we
too.
in Detroit.
So,
Detroit ain't never win nothing. They just lost their offense and defensive coordinator, so they about to get back to the old days of losing.
Yep. You're probably right.
They back to reality. They had their window. Right. That last 3 years, they had their little window.
Yo, big dog, man. How you doing, Chris? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm loving this, man. It just shows, man, with the Eagles, man. We the best team in the NFC, man.
On paper.
The best team.
On paper.
No, not on paper. No. We gonna get it done. We will get it done.
We will see. I gotta say this real quick first. Chris, we brought Chris on a year ago to Let's Talk Football, and it was Janae, him, and I talking about stuff, and Janae and him were just going back and forth. Oh, we the best team in the division. We the best team. Blah blah blah. And I was just sitting there like, I got Sam Howell.
Yeah,
and they both laughing at me and this and that. What a difference a year makes, ladies and gentlemen. JD Daniels is here. The whole thing.
You see the common thread. The dollars is gone, and the Eagles still there. Now y'all rise, and we will still be there. So it really don't matter. The Eagles still gonna be on top. Y'all gotta understand that.
I'm glad. I love your confidence right now. I love
one thing about our ownership. We always prepare to get better each and every year. We didn't like what Carson Wentz is doing. We said we got Jalen Hurts. Let's get him in there. We don't care. We always about winning. So
okay.
That is a very factual statement. They do move on from players that make you go, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Paid Carson Wentz the money and everything, and we got him up out of there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And shout out to y'all for sticking with Hurts and believing in Hurts. And let's stay right there. Stay right there. Hurts is your guy. He's brought you guys to a Super Bowl. You guys were what? You took him to the overtime. I mean, he played a solid game.
They cheated us on a pass interference play. We could have won the game. They cheated us.
Oh, well, we know how to refs do with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
we know how to refs do with the Chiefs. But talk to us about him. Obviously, in the third quarter, he got the knee injury or the ankle. I've heard he's practicing. He's trending to play. But is he fully healthy? Like, what percentage would you give on his health?
I mean, he probably 80%, but he don't need to. Our offense predicated this year on Saquon. He didn't have to put up numbers this year for us to win. AJ Brown still got 1,000. We still got top 2 number 1 receivers, but that our offense then predicated. Saquon could have broke the record this year. That's how good he was. He was dominating everybody. The most 60-yard runs and touchdowns all season. In history. He got 6 of them. So he break 70, 80-yard runs. It really, we good. Yeah. I heard you mention, he got 150 on y'all twice. So, I mean, over 300 yards in 2 games with y'all. What you think is about to happen on Sunday?
You went 1-1 as well. So, that's what I think is going to happen on Sunday.
Hey, man. Our quarterback went down. You know that. You know what happened.
Oh, I know it.
I mean,
Well, I just want to. So you said the offense runs through Saquon, but if Jalen is struggling or if Jalen ain't playing that great, I mean, is Jalen the best one to be back there?
Yeah, because we're not gonna run no Kenny Pickett. We're not running with Kenny Pickett. I mean, and don't forget, Jalen Hurts can ball. You know, like I said, he haven't had gaudy numbers, but we still got AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Smith. So we good if it needs to be. But when you get in a guy who's averaging, I mean, I don't even know what's his average per year, but he's over $2,000. What do you? Our offensive line even went to the coach this year and said we want our offense to run through the running game. Yeah. And it's been working. I heard you say earlier, Will, about we haven't been blowing nobody out, but Kansas City haven't been doing that neither, and they went 15-1. So people thought they was going to fall off this year. Oh, wait till Kansas City get to the playoffs, and they're gonna get knocked out. And you see they got it done against the Texans. So that's how we getting it done. We still got the number one. We got the number one defense in the league. We protect the ball. That's one thing this year Jalen Hurts did not do is turn the ball over this year like he did last year. So when you understand that, keep the ball in Saquon's hand. We got the best front four in the league. Our defensive side, and Jalen Hurts get his yards dinking up to the to our number one receivers, and we're gonna be good.
You saying y'all not the Chiefs though, bro?
Huh?
He's saying y'all not the Chiefs, though.
The Chiefs don't have the number one defense in the league. And I heard you also mention about Jalen Carter, who's the dog. And Nolan Smith been coming on. Them Georgia boys, like you mentioned. So who going to stop those guys? In the 2 games y'all played us before. The 2 games y'all played us, y'all did not go for, your boy Brian Robinson did not go for 100 yards. So correct, our key is beating y'all is stopping Jaden Daniels, isolating him. That 5 touchdown game he did in the second game, it's not happening again. You see what he did in the first game. He had 1 touchdown, 1 pick in the first game.
He was
he hurt? He was hurt. JD5 was hurt in that first game. And it was an all 4 game. It was a 4 game.
He had a rib injury. That's the reason. He didn't run the ball.
I give you that. I give you that. But y'all offense predicated on him. And when we isolate him, them guys, we're not worried about none of them other guys y'all got on our team.
But who has isolated him in the last 8 games?
Well, that's all them other teams. I just can speak about us. Detroit.
But you couldn't isolate him either. He tore you apart, y'all.
I think this game we gonna get it done.
He's
special. Let me not hate. He is special.
Sure,
he is scary. He give that team because like you mentioned, y'all don't have one of the best rosters. Y'all overachieved this year. So it's like, he's special. He's the guy. Y'all finally got a quarterback. But we not scared of, we not worried about nobody else on the team. Y'all don't have an elite runner. Y'all don't have elite receivers. So I mean, Scary Terry is decent, but he's not a Jamar Chase. So it don't need to be. We got Quinyon Mitchell and we got a Slay.
Is Mitchell healthy?
He got the shoulder injury, but he said he's gonna be playing. He said he's gonna play this week. I mean, come on, man. This is a game for the Super Bowl week. Everybody's injured.
Nobody's injured.
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
So you see what Detroit line out there last year. They defense last week. They whole defense was pretty much gone. Yeah. And y'all ran through them. But yeah, we gonna be good. Get them boys back. And your boy Lattimore can't stop AJ Brown. You see the last game, all them pass interference he was doing on him. Come on, he can't guard him.
He couldn't guard Mike Evans. I mean, he didn't do it so bad against AJ to guard him. So tell me this though: so you said, hey, we're still winning though, but what happened against the Rams here? You gave them every chance to beat you. You talk about your number one defense. You gave them every chance to beat you.
Well, what I think it is with Saquon, when he make them big runs, we don't other teams like a Derrick Henry run the clock out. When they give it to Saquon, he going to the house. So he get them yards so fast, then it gives the other team enough time to keep marching. But we was up 2 possessions, so even when they scored, they didn't have a chance to win the game. So I mean,
so I saw that, and it was about 4.5 minutes left. They scored the one. Y'all ran the vanilla offense on the last drive, and then they went down again. The defense definitely showed up, but they had an opportunity.
Yeah,
they had an opportunity, and so I mean that's the thing. If you have to rely on that defense, and we know how good the front 4 is, but if you can neutralize the front 4, how confident are you in that back 7?
Not confident at all because I believe that's why we, the way the corners play, they sit on coverages a lot because they believe our front four will get home real fast.
Yeah.
That's why I think we can do a lot of man coverage because, we like, hey, we gonna get home. But I do feel a little worried about Jaden Daniels getting outside that pocket, not being, staying in the pocket. When he get outside the pocket, he's dangerous, and it's going to be hard if we can't get him on the ground. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
I think it is going to be a long day, but regardless. But I think you're right. Our entire offense runs through Jaden right now.
Yeah. Yep.
We had a great run game on Saturday, but it hasn't been that way for weeks now.
Yeah.
He is our leading rusher on the team. So but it's going to be can they? Philly did a really good job of confusing him in the first game. Mm-hmm. Where you ran a lot of coverage, or you did a lot of zone coverage out there that made him think.
Yeah.
And if you can do that again, so he's not quickly seeing something and going with it, the more you can make him think and process, that's going to give your defensive line a chance to get that pressure like you talked about.
And I do believe Jalen Hurts I think they're going to change it up this week. I believe they're gonna run. We're gonna run the ball, but I do believe they're gonna get AJ Brown and Devontae Smith in the game, so they're gonna think we just gonna do that, and not air it out. Because Saquon can't be stopped, but we're gonna switch some things up, so he can get the boys.
Let's stay there real quick. Let's stay there because we've talked about it. You alluded to it already. That is a total game changer for that offense. That offense was solid before with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and Goddard and all those guys and Hurts. But when you add a piece like this, he has literally lifted you guys up to playoff team to Super Bowl contender. You see where you guys are at. Talk about the impact that he's had on y'all for this year and how much better he makes you guys.
Man, Saquon Barkley, man, he's like a generational type back. We had Miles Sanders in this line. We had DeAndre Swift in this line. They barely got over 1,000 yards. And you pick Saquon, a generational type talent.
2K.
He going over 2,000. It was games this year. They set him out. He could have been broke the record. That Giants game, when the coach came up to him and said, "You got X amount of yards to break the record for the season. For the Eagles record." He said, "Nah, let the young boys get in there." He is different. You see what he did with the Giants with no team around him. Yeah. So you put a team with talent and the offensive line and weapons out there. Come on, man. He's different, man. We got one. I don't know what the Giants was doing when they said, they weren't playing with him, didn't want to pay him. We got a generational. If he's still in his 20s, I think he can break all LaShawn McCoy record. All his rushing records as the Eagle, man. They're gonna put him up in the Ring of Honor, man. He's that good. He's different.
So talk to me about your coordinators. You have two new coordinators on offense and on defense. And on offense, you got Kellen Moore, came from Dallas. He had some success there. But there was a lot of blame put on Brian Johnson last year. Has Kellen Moore been the difference? And then also kind of looking at Vic Fangio, he has widely has been a successful defensive coach. Has he made a difference with the roster?
I think with Kellen Moore, he came from Dallas. He was, with Dallas, he was passing a lot with Dak.
Yeah.
And they had, that's why Mike McCarthy said, "Let me take over. I'm gonna have a more balanced offense." But he came over here and he see what the strengths are. And Jalen Hurts, no disrespect, he's my quarterback and I believe in him, but he's not a natural thrower of the football.
Yeah.
He's not a natural thrower of the football. So you gotta give him a situation where it's a vanilla offense, real basic. And our breadwinner right now is Saquon and whatever. He's not leading the team. He's just playing like a what you call it, just managing the team. Jalen Hurts. So that's what he's doing. And the defense, Vic Fangio was with Denver. We switching out. Fletcher Cox retired, put in Jalen Carter. You got Davis. You got Nolan Smith. You got Nakobe Dean. Cooper DeJean. We got back my boy. What's the safety name? The zero. Garner. He went to Detroit. They brought him back. So we just constantly, like I said earlier, with the Eagles, we keep rebuilding. We always adding pieces to our team every single year, and we feel like things ain't going right. We're gonna add some new pieces to our team, get them younger,
Right.
get them fresher.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, piggybacking on that, let me ask you this. The last time when y'all went to the Super Bowl, both your coordinators left. You know what I mean? And you flipped up. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about Dallas potentially talking to Kellen Moore. Vic Fangio, like you said, has been a head coach. Is there, even Washington, we've talked about, is Cliff going to still be here next year?
Yeah.
Is there any fear? And the reason why I ask this is because one of the things that we think helped us last week was Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn in that bye week both interviewed for head coaching positions. As we've seen, Ben Johnson, they're both gone, right?
Aaron Glenn got the Giants job.
Is everybody focused like in-house on that, or are those guys having conversations and maybe getting interviews and things like that?
Well, I feel like with Kellen Moore, man, it's the difference between an offensive coordinator and being a head coach. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, I think he's a great offensive coordinator. I don't see him. Jerry Jones is one of the people he can control, man. I don't think he should take that job. There's a lot of people out there is running for the job in Dallas, but hopefully they get to stay. But if they don't stay, we got a core, we got a foundation in Philadelphia that I believe whoever we bring in there, we can always be winning because we have a real solid team, and our foundation is not predicated on offense and defense coordinators. Mike Sirianni, he a good coach. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, whoever we bring in there, we're going to be good.
Howie Roseman is the puppet master here. Sirianni just does what Roseman tells him to.
That's true. Because they was talking about he was losing his job not too long ago. So,
right.
This is Roseman's team. Yeah. What he does, he recalibrates with you. With your, like you said, if you lose to Fletcher Cox, who's probably going to be a Hall of Famer, I loved him as a watching the guy play, and they swoop up and get two studs.
Graham just went out. He out for the year. Mm-hmm. Got with his arm earlier in the year, and we just still became the number one defense in the league.
So you mentioned injury. Nakobe Dean is out.
Yep.
How much has that changed your defense?
It changed a lot. I think the linebacker position, he was the leader on our team. So he's the young guy, but he was the leader. So it switched up a lot of things when it comes to us, getting, passed on like that game with Jaden Daniels, 5 touchdowns. That he wasn't there. But we beat 5 playoff teams this year. So we beat Baltimore. I just think we got reserves. We just got a solid roster. And I feel like, this is our time. I think for y'all need another year. They said no rookie quarterback has ever led their team to a Super Bowl. No rookie quarterback. This would be the first if Jaden Daniels do that. But y'all gotta.
Will, how many times have we heard that this year? No rookie quarterback has won a playoff game with no turnovers and no punts. No rookie quarterback has thrown for over 250 yards. How many times have we heard that? So let it be the first time, my guy. And if you guys would like to host that first time, we appreciate y'all hosting our party, David. Let's go.
But see, y'all beat the Lions. The Lions wasn't rooted. They're not gritty. They're not. We gritty. Like we different. The Eagles are different. We not the Lions.
Yeah. We've seen how different you are. And I will still say 1-1. This is the rubber match. The rubber match. Look, we got to move on. We got you on here. And so you alluded to it earlier. One of the things we do on this show is bring out our keys to victory.
Okay.
Go around. And each of us do 2 keys. Each of us do one at a time where we think what is a key that's going to get our team over the hump and get that victory and take us to the Super Bowl. It was our championship weekend. We're going to let you start first. What is your first key to the Eagles making it to the Super Bowl?
Stopping Jaden Daniels. Isolating him, keep him in the pocket, putting so much pressure on him that he's confused. We got to get in that backfield. Like I heard earlier, one of your offensive linemen went out. Them boys got to rush. Jalen Smith. Carter had almost 3 sacks last week against Matthew Stafford. So he was dominant. He wasn't earned down and stuff. He was unguardable. I don't know what they was doing on they line protection because he was just getting through. He was looking like Aaron Donald, Reggie White, and all them boys. So if we can get to him early and often, I think we have a better chance to win the game because when he started going, y'all call him. I heard people call him JD5. I'm like, this boy got a nickname. It's like
Come on. Already.
JD5. So if we can get to him, that's gonna be our biggest way to win the game. I'm not even thinking about our offense. We gotta isolate that guy, man. We really gotta isolate him.
I can dig it. Will, what you got? What's your first one?
So I'll stick with offense, kind of piggyback where he's going. I'm not saying I know how, but Terry has to be involved in this game. Mm-hmm. If you look at the difference between the offense between the first game and the second game, it was Terry. He was a part of it. He had the touchdown catch, that over the shoulder great catch that he made. He was a focal point of the offense. And recently he has been a focal point of our offense. Finally, Sean's getting what he wants, where he's getting the ball thrown to him. But in the first game, Philly blanketed him. They had 2 guys over him.
1 catch for 10 yards.
There it was. And we had a really poor offensive game. So you got to get Terry the ball.
Oh, I love that. For me, honestly, got to neutralize that D line. So tempo. We are one of the fastest teams as far as, we rarely huddle. We continue to come up to the line and do it quickly, and it negates the speed that's on the defense. So we have got to come quickly and tempo, keep Philly's defense on their heels, keep trying to exploit the secondary by, like you said, getting it to Terry, getting it to De'Ami Brown, who has showed up in this postseason, getting it to Eckler out of the backfield, who can turn a 4-yard reception into a 4-yard catch into a 29-yard reception or something like that. We've got to get this thing going quick, and keep Philly gasping for air. Now, in that case, it might be a high-scoring, 45-42 type game because both teams are going to be scoring, but got to get that tempo. Got to keep y'all on your heels. All right,
I want to jump
Chris.
in. So Misador said the same thing, Sean. And what he was saying in the comments was basically he's like, don't let Philly substitute. We talk about all the depth that Philly has as well. But if we play a tempo, if we keep our offense out there and we're moving, we're going to neutralize that defensive line. If they're getting tired, having to get back and go again, they don't get a break. Mm-hmm. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Chris, what's your last key to victory, my guy?
Don't turn the ball over and give Saquon the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Don't turn the ball over because y'all can't stop us. 2 games, he ran for over 300 yards. So the recipe is like, y'all can't stop us with the running game. Y'all did it in the second half of that game.
We won the second game, yeah.
Yeah. But just give him the ball and don't turn the ball over. Don't turn the ball over. We're going to win the game and stop Jaden Daniels. Because when you stop Jaden Daniels, the Commanders can't do nothing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, nobody else. Brian Robinson, he fumbles. He fumbles he fumbled the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And Scary Terry, as you can see, he can be shut down. So outside of that, that's it. Y'all don't threat. Y'all not no
no threat. You talking about pretty
I'm
fresh,
saying
man. Hold up now.
We have so many weapons. If y'all do decide to shut Saquon down, we got them. Them boys, them receivers can go off. They not no soft.
No, they can. They
can go off.
Will
and out tight end.
Will they?
You see that stiff arm he did out tight end to get that touchdown. You see that?
I see that.
AJ Brown is the top 3 receiver.
Hey, will he play like it? We'll see. Will, what you got, man?
I think the focusing on stopping the run game for Philly is going to be important. If you're trying to pick which of the 2 ways are you willing to give up a little bit, it's you would if Jalen beats you through the air, then he beats you through the air. But I think going to what we did in the second half of the game in Washington when we were playing with 3 defensive tackles, and we were playing with Dorrance Armstrong as the defensive end, or we were putting in Jalen Holmes, number 96. He's a bigger guy. We were focusing on stopping the run. We were able to neutralize, and we essentially said, Kenny Pickett, you're going to have to beat us. That's the kind of defense I think we need to do. And sometimes we wait until we've already gotten through the game to make that adjustment. I mean, Gibbs crushed us in the run game, and so it shows that we are very vulnerable in the run game. And so I think they really need to be focusing on how are they going to neutralize that a little bit.
Oh yeah. Meets Dort said Washington's run defense isn't great. However, the best way to stop the run is to score first and control the time of possession.
But this is gonna be Sean's.
Yeah, no. Mine is up tempo.
Oh.
I'm tempo. All right, we need that Chip Kelly offense, but we got to finish the game. Yo, my last, about him. My last one, honestly, we brought this guy here. Everybody was questioning, is he going to be something? And he has truly been one of our rocks. And you know him well in Philly, Zach Ertz. 3rd downs, 4th downs, when the game and we need that first down, we need that big catch, we need it. He is that guy. He has showed up. He's not the fastest. He's not going to outrun all these people, but he can find those little pockets. Yeah,
put that body in front of him.
Pockets in the zone, catch it, go down. I mean, we have got to get him the ball, and consistently. Him and JD5 have a great connection. They have a great chemistry, and we've got to dominate with that right there, man. We got to get Ertz going, and he's going to be extra motivated because he knows you guys. You know what I mean? You guys are his guys.
No, he's a prolific tight end for us when he was playing with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he killed us.
Had over 100 catches. Had over 100 catches one year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He balled out against us. Ablo said J-Mo killed us too. And Misador said Eckler and Ertz can end up being huge. Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, especially in the receiving game with Eckler. Eckler is, like he did with the Chargers, he can be a little weapon.
Oh yeah.
But we got to get JD5 down, man. We got to go for them legs.
Oh yeah. Oh, no,
you got to catch him first.
Hold up now. Yeah, exactly. Know, right? Exactly. But look, let's do it. Let's say it. Let's put it out here. Who's going to the Super Bowl? What is your score prediction for this game, Chris?
I think it's going to be a tight game. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm going with the Eagles, and I believe the score would be 24-21 Eagles.
I like it. I
don't believe this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I feel you. Will, what you think, man?
I think I do like what he's thinking, where there's going to be a lot more field goals than touchdowns that we see out there. So 24-21 is a pretty good idea. I'm going to go back with the score of the Bucs game. 26-23. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Skins are winning. Skins are going to the Super Bowl.
Let's go. Markel says 38-35. Okay. We saying Washington. I like that. Now, look, with my up-tempo offense, and I'm going to eliminate some of the defense, but I do think the defense I think we each going to have a turnover, and it might, lead to points. I'm saying 35-32. I'm saying this thing comes down to the wire, and the last team that has the ball is going to get a field goal. Yeah. And since we are the ones who have had six field goal kickers, it is our time. We will be kicking the field goal, getting it done. Washington is going to the Super Bowl. Anton says 34-28 Washington. Oh my goodness. Ab said 33-7. Come on, Ab. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, he's an Eagle fan, right?
No, you're a Washington fan.
Oh, no.
You said 33 Washington.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. That ain't happening right there.
I'm like that.
Y'all don't have that type of defense out like that.
No. So, hey, that's what we got for our score predictions, man. That's what it is. We got to take the time to look across the sidelines, and we got to shout out my guy, man. Chris White, Philadelphia Eagles fan. Love when we get the chance to talk with you and bring you on here. Mm-hmm. This is the first time you've come on Washington Football Weekly. And, hey, what better time than when both of our teams are playing for the NFC Championship, man.
This is up, man. That's gonna be either way it goes, man. This is gonna be great for our division, and it shows the years to come what both our teams got to deal with. The two powerhouses. because we're gonna
Yeah.
keep building, and I believe y'all as well with new ownership and new management and all that. So, y'all team is definitely a team that is gonna be looking forward to this face every year. The Giants of Dallas, man, they're gonna be at the bottom, man.
I mean, this is the worst. This is the worst roster you're going to see out of us for the next 5 years.
They say y'all got $86 million of cap room, and JD is still on this rookie deal, so y'all about to load up.
Money. Let's go. So, yo, big dog, we appreciate you.
Appreciate that,
for
man.
coming on here, man. Hey,
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Will.
To you.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good one.
Best luck to
great
you,
job.
my guy.
All right.
I'll be talking to you for sure. You know the trash talk will be flying as the game gets closer.
All right.
Big dog, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, buddy. Shout out to my guy, Chris White, who was able to join us. Worked with the guy for several years, over 10 years over at the company that I've been with. And him and I talk Washington, Philly all the time. And this is the first time that I've really had a team that I could puff my chest down and be like, yeah. We all right. We all right. But look, I think we both made great points. I think this game's gonna come down to the wire, and this is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want two good teams in the NFC East to come play together for a shot at the Super Bowl. And Will, where else would you rather be, baby?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Exactly. We talk about the road and how do you get there and stuff. You know what? If you want to be the champion, got to beat everybody. You know, got to beat a team that has a better roster than you. So I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! Shout out to my guy Eddie Hubbard. Says everyone says F Philly from far away. We hate y'all too. Believe that. hey!
I bet you if they do one of those polls, the entire country is going to be going for Washington, except for Pennsylvania.
But look, we don't need them to be the underdog. No, they're the leading. We're the underdogs coming in here. We're the one coming at you. We the David in this scenario.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders.